My name is Evelyn. I am 32 years old. I work at an office. I feel very strong after my breakup with Nathan. Nathan was my ex-boyfriend. He was my great love, but he also brought great pain. Our breakup was heavy and hard. I always told myself I would never go back to Nathan. I want a different life now. I also started to date a new man. His name is Arthur. He is 36 years old. Arthur is kind, smart, and funny. I feel safe with Arthur. I believe I can build a future with him. My new life felt good, but soon things began to change. I felt tired all the time. Every morning my eyes felt heavy. I wanted to sleep early. I thought maybe it is just stress, or perhaps I am working too much. I tried to ignore these feelings. Soon other changes began. My clothes felt tight, especially around my stomach. My body felt slower. I began to worry. I tried to find reasons, but they did not feel right. One afternoon, I was having coffee with a friend. She looked at me and said, "Evelyn, maybe you should take a test." I knew what kind of test she meant. I laughed and said, No, that is not possible." My friend looked at me and asked, "Evelyn, are you really sure?" Her question stayed with me all day. Later, I sat on my bed alone. I held the test in my hand. My heart began to beat fast. I felt scared. I took the test. Then I had to wait. I waited for 1 minute, then 2 minutes. It felt like a very long time. Finally, I looked at the test, and in that moment, the world stopped. The test was positive. 2 lines clear, I was pregnant. I froze. I could not breathe. I whispered, "No, this can't be happening." But it was real. The 2 lines were real, and in my heart, I knew the truth. The baby was Nathan's, my ex-boyfriend. I did not sleep for 2 nights. I thought about how Nathan touched me. I remembered our last big fight. My new life, which I had built with care, now felt like it was breaking. I knew I had to talk to him. I picked up my phone. I wrote a message. "We need to talk." I sent it to Nathan. I waited for his reply. Soon he wrote back. We agreed to meet at a cafe. The next day, when I saw him in the cafe, my heart beat fast. Nathan looked tired, but he still looked handsome. He brought back many memories I had tried hard to forget. He looked at me with a serious face. "What is going on, Evelyn?" he asked. I said, "Nathan, I am pregnant." He froze. His mouth opened, but no words came out. He did not move for a long time. After a few minutes, he finally spoke. "Are you sure?" he asked. I said, "Yes, I am sure. This baby is yours." Nathan was shocked. His eyes were full of fear. We sat there in silence. My new life was broken, but something new was also beginning. We went to the hospital for doctor's appointment. I did not know why we were going together. Maybe I was scared to go alone. Maybe I wanted Nathan to be there with me. He had asked if he could come, and I could not say no to him. We sat in the hospital waiting room. It felt very strange. We did not talk much, but we were too close to each other like old times. Soon, a nurse called my name. We stood up and walked into a small room. The doctor asked me to lie down on a bed. Nathan sat on a chair nearby. We both looked at the screen in front of us. A small blurry shape appeared. The doctor pointed to it. He said, "This is your baby." My eyes filled with tears. This little shape was my baby. Nathan held his breath, unable to speak. In that moment, something changed between us. There was no anger between us. There were no old fights. There was no pain from our breakup. There was only this small life on the screen. It made us forget everything else. Nathan slowly touched my shoulder. I did not stop him. We started talking every day. We talked about doctor appointments, about money. We made plans for the future. But soon, our old problems returned. We began to fight again, just like we used to. One night, I looked at Nathan and said, "You never truly listened to me when we were together. You always did what you wanted." He looked at me with sad eyes. He said, "And you always pushed me away, Evelyn. You never let me get close, no matter how hard I tried." We talked about the nights we loved each other very much. We remembered how we thought nothing could ever break us apart. He had told me, "Evelyn, you are my whole world." And those words had made my heart feel full. But we also talked about the nights when we hurt each other deeply. I remembered crying at night after a bad fight. My new boyfriend, Arthur, began to see the change. He asked me, "Evelyn, why do you meet Nathan so much?" I told him about the baby, about our doctor visits, and our plans. But the truth made him upset. I could see it in his eyes. Arthur felt insecure. He knew he could not compete with Nathan. Nathan was the father of my baby. My boyfriend felt like he was slowly losing me. Arthur looked at me with worried eyes, and I felt bad. Our time together became quiet. We did not laugh as much. He knew that Nathan was always there in my life. Now, at the same time, Nathan had a new girlfriend. She also started to notice things. She saw Nathan and me together at the clinic. She saw how we talked, how we looked at each other. She saw the way Nathan watched me when I spoke about the baby. She looked at Nathan with fear in her eyes. She understood that her place in Nathan's life was not so strong anymore. Our new relationships began to feel less real. My boyfriend felt distant. Nathan's girlfriend felt afraid. The future with them became unclear. However, the connection between Nathan and me grew stronger. My belly grew bigger each week. Nathan was always there, helping me with many things. One evening, Nathan came to my apartment. He looked tired. I felt tired too. We did not talk much. We just sat on the couch. Nathan looked at me. He said, "Evelyn, I never stopped loving you." I could not believe what I just heard. I said, "I never did either." We did not move. We did not kiss. We did not even touch. We just sat there. The day the baby came was a very important day. Nathan was with me during the entire birth. He held my hand and looked at me with love. The hours felt very long. Then I heard a small cry. Our baby was here. Tears filled my eyes. Nathan also cried. Nathan kissed my forehead. He said, "You're my family." I believed him. I knew his words were true. We held our baby for the first time. The baby was small and perfect. It was a new beginning for all three of us. We decided to try again. It would not be easy, but we wanted to try. Our child had brought us back together. This time we would build a new life together as a family. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.